I get so many comments about how frustrating it is to get all of these different perspectives on this app and try to weed through so much information. Everybody looks and sounds like an expert, but the fact of the matter is there are ways that you can weed through the information and really try to figure out who you should listen to and how you should really process the information and then make your own decision out of all that information. You have scientists, you have doctors, you have dermal clinicians, you have estheticians, dermatologists, you have all of these people, and they're all saying different things. Technically, an expert is someone who has a terminal degree and has the education and is working in the field. And that's how you can start to figure out who you should be listening to. Now, that doesn't mean that all their opinions are going to be the same, but that does start to really narrow down the people that you really want to listen to. Anybody can Google information and look like they know science. Anybody can Google something on PubMed, pull down a couple of reports and figure it out. But does someone really know what the research says? Does someone really understand how to comb through the research? Or is someone just basically looking for articles that match it? There's a very different skill set in research versus the Google champions that are on this app. But be very, very careful when someone is saying they're an expert. When I take a look at people's self-proclaimed expertise, I immediately take a look at whether they're educated, whether they're currently working in the field, and whether they really have the gravitas to say they're an expert, not just a Google or PubMed champion. As a result, there's a ton of misinformation, and I didn't realize it until I started digging really, really deep and vetting through some of this information. Now listen, TikTok is a great place for people to vet out their thoughts and views, and it's a wonderful platform for people to really share things that they've experienced. I'm just saying there's an awful lot of presenting as experts that really is a little flimsy. I think as consumers, you having that awareness will make you better consumers. Really select a small amount of influencers that you trust and don't get confused by all the noise. The app is too big and there's absolutely no regulation. But hopefully as this app gets more mature, these things will work themselves out. And by the way, there are so many creators that don't profess to be experts, but give fantastic advice, and I follow them. So I think the genuineness and the authenticity of coming out there and saying, listen, I'm not an expert, but I have a great piece of advice for you is admirable, authentic, and those are the creators that I follow. And I follow the experts. But honestly, there's some fantastic creators that just share incredible information, and I love following them. So you don't have to be an expert to give great information on this app. I'll talk to you soon.